Hello, everyone. Welcome to season 4 of Indie Artist Music Hustle with Blind Intelligence. And we have an artist here today. I want to say he lives in Houston, but he's out of Louisiana. He sounds like Louisiana.
Yeah.
Okay, everybody, we have Killa D here, and I want him to introduce himself and tell everyone a little bit about you.
I started doing music, well, I say at the age of 12, I was walking around with a karaoke machine and rapping. And when I got older after high school, I started going to the projects and recording for my cousins and stuff. And how I got a name was from my cousin. He used to just pull up instrumentals and stuff because we used to rap with egg cartons and stuff on the wall in the closet and everything. So when I first started doing it, I was like, I don't really know because I always, at first, like I was always shy and I never really just, opened up to really rapping. I was just writing like poetry and I took art school too, so I was just more into that. And but when I did started writing rhymes and so I was like, oh, cool. Well, because I grew up listening like a lot to Tupac and everything. Like he was my big influence on me.
Okay, so I want to ask this question because
Hmm.
I know I had asked before when we were talking, I believe. And I want to know, what is the creative process for an artist to make a strip club song?
um, I don't know. It's I guess it's different. Like I guess for us, I mean, it's I mean the culture. I mean, it's nothing but I mean where I'm from, it's nothing but jigging and dancing and so it's just like I don't know. I guess it's like natural to me, but
Okay.
um,
The reason why I asked that is because I looked at one of your videos
right,
and I saw the women dancing in the video. And I
right,
used to date a guy. I believe we talked about this. He told me that I was saying it wrong. He said it was not New Orleans, it was New Orleans, and that I was saying it wrong. And he was showing me some videos of some dances. And he said,
yeah,
"This is the Louisiana dance." He said, "This
yeah,
dance do not change." He said, "You can look at it 10, 20 years from now, and it
and it's
is,
gonna
you
be the
can
same.
tell this is a Louisiana dance." He said all women and young women do it. So
Yeah,
when you said that it was natural, yeah, I understand that it's natural from where you from. But
right.
what makes it a strip club banger?
Okay, okay.
The creative process for that.
The
Because
cr-
of course you could put something together, slap your ass, all that kind of stuff. But what is the
yeah.
creative process, and how do you know, are you gonna have this size woman, or are you gonna have this age woman, or could it be for how
Okay,
what
okay.
do you come up for the creative process of, I'm gonna do
Um,
this for the strip club? What do I want to show and see?
okay. So it's just like when I came up with that song. Actually, I was sitting on that song for like, well, not the song, but the hook, like 10 years. So
Hmm.
I couldn't find the right tempo and beat to go with it. Like I kept saying, I couldn't find anything. So when COVID hit Houston real bad, I moved to Kentucky, like
Hmm.
temporary, because Houston shut down, as far as jobs and stuff like that. So I moved to Kentucky temporarily when one of my DJ friend lives. So I was
Hmm.
up there, recorded the song, and one of my friends from Shreveport, Louisiana, he sent me like a beat pack, and I literally sit there in the studio. I had like a 4 hour block. Literally went through every single beat that he sent just to try to find the right beat to go with it. And I kept
Hmm.
saying it. Even honestly, and I said it to myself because the way I was saying it and recorded it, it didn't sound right to me.
Hmm.
So But after I heard the finished product, when he sent it to me, I was like, oh wow.
Hmm.
Okay, 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 all right. Because I wanted to do something. Why other than me need another record out, I need to do something. I want to do something like a fun record. I mean, I don't really put out no drill or no other like crazy type of music. I put out either real stories or basically just fun music. So when I got that back and I released it, I was like, okay, 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 cool. Because I wanted to do something fun. I needed another single to get out, and
So how is it doing in the strip club right now?
it's actually good crazy. When I did, I think I probably did like a little small run like last no year before last, somewhere around up in there. Like I had went to like a few, but it was going, but that's not even. I got like old songs that's that's way worse than pop it. That's way worse
But
than pop
I
it.
liked it. I was like, okay,
Yeah,
okay. So
but it's just I mean the whole creative process. I mean I write all of my songs anyway, so it's just like I just needed something else to come out with. And honestly, like it just took off. Like I didn't honestly didn't even expect for it to do what it's doing. Cause I didn't even honestly really test it in the strip clubs as much. I probably maybe been in like three or four here in Houston, like that was it. And I
okay,
just because I mainly just pushed it on the radio and it was the radio honestly that picked up on it. It was
okay.
places that I ain't even it's played like Columbus, Georgia. I think for the media base played like 28 times. And it's Corpus Christi. It was I think Atlanta too. It was Oklahoma. It was Arkansas. Like it was some places like I ain't even never been. So like
Yeah. You've never been to Arkansas?
nope, 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 nope.
What? You should
Yeah,
come.
yeah, and I think actually yeah it plays down there. I forgot what station. I think it's I think it's 96.5. I want
My
to
bad.
say.
My bad.
I, yeah. Yeah, 965. Yeah, I do remember running the campaign. So yeah, it did pop up. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's down the street from me.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
But tell me this.
Mm-hmm.
I watched some snippets that you had sent me,
Mm-hmm.
and it's kind of like a two-part question. So the first question is, what is the difference? Because I know that you are a creative artist. What is the difference between an entertainer and a performer? So I watched your snippet, and I noticed that you done part of your show a cappella after the show ended. You did not get winded, and you finished it. And
Yeah,
I like to see things like that because you hardly ever see that in a live performance. That's the reason why I was asking that, because I saw you finish out one of your sets with
yeah,
that music. And
yeah.
I
Cause I,
all of us have
'cause-
done karaoke and got winded, and rapping is not an easy thing. It's not.
yeah, it's not, man. It's very it's difficult. 'Cause I mean, I've had people ask me all the time, like, man, how like people giving no credit to even just go up there and get in front of people, and, and a lot of people don't even know. I mean, like I said at the beginning, like I'm shy to a certain extent because I came up, I was timid. I was very timid. So it's just like I didn't even want to do any of it. It's just I don't know. I guess over time, like I go into it, had to make myself. Now people see like it's difficult, getting up there, which it is. I mean, me, I ain't gonna lie, sure I had me a drink or two before I even decided to do my thing. Just so I can just get it on out. I mean, I'm just being honest. It's just every show, just to just like loosen up, loosen up a little bit. But I mean. It takes a lot, man, because you gotta look at all these people. You gotta, because me, I try to read people before I do my set, or I'll just
Mhm.
look around and see who out. And sometimes I may be off as far as picking my show sets, because I know sometimes, because sometimes the promoters they don't even tell you like what kind of crowd or who gonna be there, this and that. So I try to do
You
a
might
mixture.
be right on there because I remember watching Love and Hip Hop Miami, and I cannot remember all those girls' names, but I believe it was Sukiana. and Hood Brad and another one, but it was some guy who had booked the show for them, and it was like at a country western place, and they had traveled there and got there, and it wasn't even like a hip hop crowd. And so it
Right.
was a country western crowd, and they was there to do a hip hop show. But they ended up doing the show, and that is very important when you're booking shows and talking to
Right.
different promoters to know what type of uh place it's going to be in.
Right.
That is very important. That is something very important. And it's
Mm-hmm.
very important to know this when you're making your flyers or whatever you're doing for promotion. Because
Yeah, because honestly, for that last showcase, it was they said like it was kid friendly, so I had my DJ friend make me two versions. May obviously make me like an explicit, made me a clean version too. And
mhm.
I know my wife, she did ask. She just like you supposed to be kids. Are you sure you want to do the explicit? But I was like, I asked to do. He said, yeah.
So tell me about the music scene where you are right now, and how are you in unity? Because I had an artist to tell me in hip hop it's always a competition. Hip hop is a sport. So can you really have unity and peace? Is it unity and peace, or how are you looking at the competition right now where you're at?
Man. Okay, so me coming from a small city
Mhm.
and us not having no studio or no place to really record it. I mean, 50 Cent obviously is doing it for us now because he put everything in Shreveport, but I mean, nothing. And coming from there and coming here and having to actually build my name up and have to deal with people here, I ain't gonna lie, they ass kissers. They hop on anything that's like whatever's hot, bro. They not gonna, you know what I'm saying? They
That's
ain't like
massive. That's
gonna
the
support.
people.
They 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 like certain DJs to promoters to like and you could tell because they book them. It'd be the same people like every time. I don't know nobody from trying to get their bread, but it'd be like the same people every single time. I was like, bro, like y'all don't know nobody else. It'd be the same artist. So I just be like, bro, either because they real cool because they from the same hood or they just, you know what I'm
So you
saying?
saying there's a little gatekeeping going on.
Oh yeah, big time, man. It's like I've been, but I always had that mindset of I never stay even back in Men in the Street. Even though we got baby, I always start outside of baby. Like I was always up under them. Like when it's come time to me get my music out because like, that's what you're supposed to do. You know, you're supposed to be up in the DJ booth, holler at them. You know, get to know them, build that relationship. But like that was cool. But as far as I be just being on here, just being on in Houston. I mean, being on the minute, being on in Houston, nah, man. Like I always start outside the box. I always network with people outside of here, and
Hmm.
even I'll be on in. Like I can't do that, man. I never did see myself as just being like this local guy. Like, nah.
So how
Yeah.
do you feel about collaborating with artists? And do you think there's a difference between collaborating with artists that's in a different region than where you live and then being in a different country than where you live? So how do you feel about those two collaborations? One with outside of your region and then one
Mhm.
with outside of your country.
Um. Well, first off, I feel like both ends need to have paperwork
Okay.
together because I've did collaboration with people and it's just been like they ain't got that paperwork, but be mad at me
Don't
because they
do
not.
not look. I've worked with a lot of independent artists. Do not want to sign a split sheet. And
Yeah, they be getting mad at me because
I know
they not
all
getting
the time.
paid. Yeah, I've had people get mad at me, bro, because like why I'm not getting no check. I'm like, that's not my responsibility. Like all I could do is just make sure like send it to you. Hey, put your name down. But as far as like getting paid, I mean, it's not on me. You supposed to have your paperwork together, man. Like ain't nobody tell me. I had to go read and find out about this stuff.
I
I had people
tell
tell
people
me what to
all the
do.
time, and people try to talk to me like I don't know what I'm talking about.
See, that's how you check your own self out your blessings and stuff like that. Cause it's like if you don't want to listen to anybody, I mean, even me, like if I even if somebody don't like my record, they might not just say, "Oh," because everybody not gonna like what you put out. Okay, you don't like it. Okay, cool. I'm still gonna do what I want to do anyway. You know what I'm saying? Because I mean, that's just me. Because I mean, I believe the record or whatever, whatever. But I'm still gonna listen to you too at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
You know, because you might be something you probably hear or you is that I'm not hearing or like it goes all around in a circle. So yeah, the whole not listening it's not gonna get you nowhere. I mean, you could be stuck. Gonna be stuck in the same spot and try to wonder like why you're not going nowhere, like why people not, because this gonna make people not want to work with you as well.
Well,
He don't probably don't bad messed up a whole deal or situation just because he don't want to listen.
besides having all your paperwork in order, having all your accounts set up, and being I would say professional on paper, what other attributes as an independent artist do you think people need? Besides, because I know a part that we talked about that may not air was about the being able to listen. So,
Yeah.
besides being able to listen, what other attributes do you think an independent artists need to be able to survive the music industry? Because it is very cutthroat. People will lie directly to your face.
Ooh, man, boy, you gotta you gotta keep the DJs, man. I can't preach this enough, man. Artists do need DJs. Um, I ain't saying you gotta kiss their ass. Killer D not gonna kiss your ass. I know how to make, you know what I'm saying? I know how to get even with you, and like in another way. I ain't got a bad mouth and not gonna bad mouth you. I'll go to the next DJ or program director up under you. I'll make sure it'll come full circle to where you hear about me. I'm gonna make sure you fuck with me.
Okay.
Like I'll make sure like that. But like you need to make sure you build a relationship with the DJs, um, the club owners, the promoters, the waitresses, like all them, build relationships with them, man, and you know what I'm saying, like that's how you can get yourself out there too and do what you need to do. But as far as like the collaborating, I never just collaborate with anybody outside the region or country really.
Mm-hmm.
So it'll be something new to me. I'm not saying like I don't mind. I guess it's because I've been burnt so many times to paper come time to paperwork, nobody want to do it. So it's like I don't care. It's like I'm if I have to or if it's cool, like I will. I don't mind collaborating. I'll collaborate. But it's like if not,
If
then
it's the right collaboration. Because
yeah,
I asked artists about that um, several times about what do you consider to be a successful collaboration, and is
mm,
it finished product or the way you vibed or if it was successful, and
it's a lot. It's a lot with that too on that because it's like
yeah, because if they don't sign off on releasing the song, then you
yeah.
just have a collaboration and you're just stuck with it.
And then
So
and then and then on and then on that the label and it makes it even worse if they're signed to a label too because you gotta get that clearance. So it's just like it's so much ins and outs. Because actually, okay, like with the song me and Lose on the Cash,
mhm.
because he was signed like decades ago though, like he had a deal, but it was just on the tip to where like we've been knowing each other since MySpace. Like, hey bro, just chunk me something.
Oh
Uh,
Lord,
but
I
but
say,
but Yeah, we've been cool since then, since MySpace days. So I was just like, well, but man, I still want you to get your split. Hey, let me just run this split sheet by you. That way, you know what I'm saying? Like, it still won't be no problems, you know what I'm saying? Still, at the end of the day, even though I still charge you some, I still want you to get paid. However, like now, I'm currently working on trying to get him a plat just because, like, I'm just the type of genuine dude. Like, hey, bro, just get you a plat too. Like, you featured on the record. You know what I'm
mhm.
saying? So, yeah, I even with him, I was like skeptical. Cause I was like, man, like, yeah, he got a anthem forever, forever always be a Louisiana classic song. Bitch, I'm from Louisiana, like it's always gonna be. So I was just like, man, let me just, you know what I'm saying, take care of you, bro. But other
Mhm.
than anybody else after him,
I thank you for coming. I want
yes,
you to plug your latest single, who you work
yes,
with on it, any last words, how your social media handles, how to get in contact with Killa D, where to find your music at, everything about Killa D.
Yes, you can find me on Instagram, the real Killer D713 underscore SoundCloud. I am Killer D713. Oh man, Killer D713 on YouTube. Everything Killer D713. Check out my single Pop It featuring Louisiana Cash, Steinwood Judy, produced by Trunk Killers. And shout out to you, man. Shout out to God. Shout out for all the DJs that's been supporting me. Man, shout out to you for this interview. Uh, Shout out to everybody, man. That's been supporting me since day one. Man, I know it's a lot of people proud of me right now, especially me at this level right now. So
Okay.
all my hard work is paying off.
All right, all right. So
Yeah.
you can find him. It is Killer D713 everything. You can find
Yes.
us streaming live on social media on all podcasting platforms and on the website. And don't forget about your merch. And we will see you next week. And happy season 4. Bye. Say bye.
Bye.
Hey girl, let me tell you about this podcast.
Girl, everybody has a podcast these days.
But this one interviews new and interesting indie artists. It's called Indie Artist Music Hustle with Blunt Intelligence.
Really? Where can I find it?
It's on all podcasting platforms, streams live on social media, and on rpentradio.com.
What'd you say it was called again?
It's called Indie Artist Music Hustle with Blunt Intelligence.
Girl, I'm gonna have to check her out.
Give it a check, girl.